Good day, dear students. Welcome to lesson 4, ethics in the creative industry. Last year, we started with ethics and we did an explanation of the basics of what ethics are. And this year, we're going to look into the challenges, the key principles of ethics, and just a few examples within the Namibian and the African context. All right, I hope you enjoy this lesson. All right, the learning goals you're expected to identify ethical dilemmas, ethical principles, development of personal ethics, engage in ethical discussions in your network areas, and wherever. The learning outcomes that you're expected to have mastered at the end of this course, you should be able to determine and evaluate the ethical dilemmas that creatives encounter, all right, such as intellectual property, cultural sensitivity, and corporate influence. You should be able to apply ethical frameworks, okay? You're also going to be doing your own ethical code of ethics, your personal one. I would love to see that in your discussions. All right, and then adhere to guidelines for professions, such as us in the creative industry. Now, some of you might be asking, Ms. Beulah, why are we having this topic online since we always have face-to-face classes? Remember, during this week, you are on your annual field trip to NWR to entertain some tourists. Hence, we are having this class. All right, let's just remove that one. Online classes, okay. What are ethics? All right, last year we spoke that it's a branch of philosophy that deals with questions of morality involving concepts of right and wrong behavior. Our choice, behaviors, and interactions are guided by the framework of ethics. Okay, here are just some key ethical issues in the Namibian creative industry. The first one we'll be discussing is the intellectual property and copyright infringement, which refers to the legal rights given to individuals or organizations over the creations of their minds. This can include inventions, literary and artistic works, samples, names, images, designs. All right, literally, that means also your poems. If you write poems and you feel like you're Shakespeare, yes, please, maybe you are the next Shakespeare. Make sure your work is registered and copyrighted. All right, the second one is responsibility and integrity. In the creative sector is being responsible in the creative sector is accepting responsibility for one's actions and realizing how one's work affects the audience, collaborations, and society as a whole. To create content with ethical implications, cultural sensitivity, and social responsibility in mind is what this entails. You don't want to create content, whether it is a choreography that is offensive maybe to one group in the society. You don't want to create maybe a film, a drama set, or a song, or a poem, or stand-up comedy that is offending your audience in one way or the other. Our Namibian Constitution does not give provision for discrimination of race, culture, religion. All right, so you need to make sure that your content is responsible. You are being responsible enough, all right, and you have integrity, which entails being sincere, impartial, and honest in all your work. The third last one we'll discuss is cultural sensitivity and representation, being mindful of cultural appropriation, stereotypes, and importance of diverse representations. All right. Just some few ethical challenges, which is plagiarism and imitations, intellectual property infringement, representation issues, corporate influence. All right, we'll delve into this later on as to what it means, okay? What intellectual property infringement is, what corporate influence is, so bear with me. Right, next I'll throw up someone very interesting on your screens, Johnny Clegg. I remember our last lesson that were bloated. Some of you did ask for some visuals. So I decided to just give you something of Johnny Clegg, a little bit of some of his music that he did. Remember last time we spoke of how he incorporates this what do you call it? The Zulu culture. I'm trying to play this clip, control click. Okay. Let's hope we're going to get there. So Johnny Clegg, while our server is trying to do what it needs to do best, he is a South African musician. However, what stands out from him, he was collaborating with the Zulu musicians and he was representing the Zulu culture. And he made research, he learned Zulu, he learned the tradition. All right, by doing this, he did so just to, okay, looks like we might take a while there, but it's not a problem. Let me see if I can just play it straight from here. Give me a second. All right. Johnny Clegg was celebrated for his respectful integration of Zulu musical traditions and cultural elements into his work. We just saw how he's beautifully singing in Zulu. As an artist, it's your responsibility that you uphold to the culture of or whatever artistic work it is that you are busy to represent, like he did. So that is where responsibility and integrity comes from, that we were speaking about. So practical steps for maintaining responsibility and integrity. Creatives should invest time in researching their subjects and consult cultural experts to ensure accurate and respectful representation. All right, so one of the things that Johnny Clegg did, he never really got into trouble with having misrepresented the Zulu culture. No, he learned, he did research on that, and he was able to do justice to it. All right, number 2, transparent communication. Open and honest communication with collaborators and stakeholders is crucial. Lastly, education and awareness. Continual education about ethical practices and importance of integrity can help creatives make informed decisions. Okay. Some case studies about Nollywood. We know about Nollywood. They have a piracy problem that is very, very large. They're losing a lot of money in revenue, okay? And yeah, so Nigeria is facing a lot of piracy issues because films are being circulated on the street, pirated movies, and it's really causing them a very huge problem. Within the music industry, we have our very own The Dog, who had a song that is similar to another artist's music, so he got in ethical problems, which was copyright infringement from his end. And I just wanted to ask the class, how does that affect a creative when you are in these battles, these legal battles? All right, think and reflect about it, how that can affect your career, your reputation, and everything. Right now, I just want you to do a personal reflection, formulate an ethical and your individual ethics code. Please do put it in the comments and also in Google Classroom. Do comment also on the forum discussion. We just want to hear your thoughts and as well any questions that you have for the class so we can learn and you know, interact with each other. All right. Just a recap quickly, the importance of ethics in the African creative industry. We also emphasize the role of personal integrity and responsibility, like Johnny Clegg, who was really responsible in terms of his arts and sharing it with the country at large. Lastly, we have our assignment. It's a reading assignment. Yes, you thought you'll just get away? No, 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 no. All right, that's an article on ethics in the creative practice by Patricia Jenkins. Do a reflection and write on it, all right, on how the concepts apply in your own work. And then share it on Google Classroom on the discussion platform that is available for the assignment. Thank you very much for being part of the class. We really enjoyed spending time together.